Many years ago, there was a baby born out of wood. His father built him to dance, but unfortunately his wooden legs wouldn't allow it. So the boy decided he needed to. I should have written something down. As a boy, let's see, dad named Geppetto. Let's see, what else do I know about him? He was tricked by a fox into stealing from his father, and that's when he had to find the Infinity Stones. He himself was okay. Whatever. Hey, what's up? Trying something different for the intro there, but I was like, you know what? I'll just I improvise for a living. This shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, well, a little harder than it seems. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing all right. Welcome. This is part 3 of my streaming of Lies of P, a game that I've already beaten 3 times, plus the DLC once. But the quick backstory is that I have to play it one more time because I missed one achievement in the DLC, and thought I would just go through the DLC again. You need to restart the whole game, get to chapter 5 to get the DLC open, but I was having fun doing it, so I decided, what the hey, play through the whole game again. So here we are. We're going to be playing Lies of P. This one, I don't know how long I have. Had some other stuff that was going to happen today, and then it fell apart. So I'm doing this. I figured I had a couple hours, so I will do this now. I also had some cool stuff arrive to me that I want to show you because I think it's fun. I have cool stuff. I got a box of cool stuff.
Cool stuff.
You know what's in the box. You want to show them something?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm
well,
not familiar with this.
Tried to do a narration thing in the beginning. Didn't work out.
What are you talking about?
Just so you know, the cool stuff has been under your nose the whole time. Look at this. Recognize it? I hope so, because it's what we're playing. It's a Lies of P t-shirt. Featuring the Icarus Legion arm, which is a subtle nod that the developers put in there to James Angel, my wrestling persona, who uses the... Goodbye, Elise. Thank you for joining us. Alex Mark, I watched that gameplay video where they were showing all this stuff. I am super hyped for that game, and part of that made me be like, I gotta play some games right now. But yeah, so I got this. This was, I guess it wasn't technically given to me. It was given to a friend of mine, but I think they gave him extra to give to me because my friend got to meet some of the round 8 team, and because he also loves Lies of P. Got to meet some of the Round A team and told them how big of a fan I was of the game. And so then I think when they sent him stuff, they threw in some extra stuff. But so we're gonna get into the game real quick. But I also want to show you what else I got other than this T-shirt. It's a box of stuff. This is first things first. I don't know. There we go. I got some Lies of P stickers. Okay. We can see Vanini here. You got a little kitty cat. We got, this is Geppetto, Concerned Geppetto. 2 Romeos who we'll be seeing in just a few little bits, and then some P's. So, oh, and then one of the Bunny brothers. So, there's that, and then what, we got another, some more stickers. I never know what to do with stickers because it's kind of maybe the same reason I don't have tattoos. Don't do this. But yeah, so we got some cool stickers here. Most of these people will be killing in the game. We also got DLC specific. So this, if you've only been watching my playthroughs, you might not. But we got some Kratz Zoo animal crackers, which I guess I could eat. I probably should eat these while we're doing it. So this is a reference to the DLC, which takes place partially in the zoo. But yeah, we got some. Actually, I'm gonna open it and see what's in there. Okay, it's actual animal crackers. So I'll probably eat these while we're playing for energy. And then what else we got? This here, with just a butt ton of other cool stickers and stuff. I don't know what sticker companies did before games had special editions. Stick of that one, some other, every variation of P you could ever imagine. Lots of Black Rabbit Brotherhood stuff. Yeah, it's a ton of black. This is sick. So yeah, thank you. Shout out to Round 8 for giving this stuff to my friend so he would give it to me. That would probably put me in, like, what, the top 100 Lies of P fanboys? Maybe. But yeah, so I'm just going to keep playing through this game and just keep chatting with you, and I'm going to be eating these animal crackers while I do so. And that's that. Simple as that. Feel free to ask me questions in chat. Also, I'm going to shout out, we just had episode 16 of our podcast. They do a podcast with Elise called Answer For It. The link is in the description of that if you want to listen on YouTube, but we also put it everywhere else too, so check that out. And that's all I really have to promote. I would say I have a pretty cool announcement coming soon, but not yet. So I guess if you don't follow me on social media or whatever, basically Instagram. I'm basically on Instagram. Maybe Blue Sky as well. But I don't know what this leaderboard thing is new. Top fans. So right now Mike is a top fan. He's got 75 XP. I don't know why. This is all new. But I don't think you really have to compete for that. So I don't know what that is. Anyway, that's it. You guys wanted me to play some Lies of P? Let's do it. And yeah, for anyone who's just joining us, I'm kind of blitzing through the game because I've already done it 3 times, and now I gotta finish it up. So, dressed real nice. I'm trying to remember where we left off. Where did we leave off? Okay, yeah, so it's telling us we can get to the DLC. And then we did that. Oh, we came back. Do we drop off the painting? Don't need any of this. I think we got the key. Painting's up. So that's good. And then I have this. I have, I guess, some quartz. We got 1 quartz. Enhanced Fable Arts attack. I mean, that seems pretty standard. Attribute resistance. Let's just do this. There we go. All right. Glad to see you're still gaming, bro. Love your stuff. Thanks. I don't really game as often anymore. Most of the stuff that I play now is very like convenient times to play it. So, I just played through some Lego Star Wars because it was really easy to pick up and play, and I felt like I was in like a break stuff kind of mood. So, but yeah. Also, as many of you know, I've been doing a lot of pro wrestling recently. But if you want to hear me talk about it more, I have started a podcast with Eric Bedour and Scorpio Sky, which is called Creating Character. And we just had Ron Funches on to talk to him. It's good fun. It's a fun podcast. We chat about all kinds of stuff. We go off the rails pretty frequently. Home man? Gotcha. So yeah, we're gonna rip through this. Okay, dog. Settle down. It's very loud. I'm gonna have to lower this. How's it sound for you guys? Because it's pretty loud for me. And bring that down. Is Elise writing another book? Well, you'd have to ask her. That's a little bit better. You can't really hear the game. It's because it's loud as balls for me. Which I guess aren't really that loud. No Shadow Lady. So she's just trying to get some wine. That's basically her deal. She's looking for some wine. That's much better. Much better. It's fun with these games. I mean, this kind of goes with all the From Software games. How you'll like feel like the first time I played through this, I felt like it took me forever to work through the area and just get through it. And now I'm just like, oh, I know this. You saw the flyer for my upcoming wrestling match. Yep, I'm wrestling tomorrow. 6-man tag match. Also, just for anyone who cares, sometimes I break kayfabe here, so. Okay, I believe something comes through here. explosive. Zowie. See that dive? That little dive at the end? And then are this the babies? Which room has the babies in it? This will go down the hard way as well. Okay. There's the little guy. Lots of babies. I ain't messing with you, babies. Those guys were bad news. How's everybody else doing? What's everybody been up to? Living your best life? It's hot. It's hot in LA. And not just the energy, not just the vibes. It's all hot. Legion, plug, worthless tools. Well, she still got that other side of the broom. Nice. Nice. We're gonna have like a little mini boss fight up here. Oh, wait, okay. The gun guy. We got the bomb thrower guy. It's wild thinking about how much easier some of this shit is with DLC stuff. Like, if I had this tool... Like, just come on. Ow. 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 There you go. Does anyone know any good single-player games? Just finished Mass Effect and feel like no single-player. Have you tried Lies of P? It's fun. Did you watch the old Sherlock video? Those are classic. I feel like, isn't there like another Sherlock something coming out or some sort of... Alright, we're gonna go kill the lady in white. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot I had a bow and arrow. Alright, let's go. Look up. Who's up there? Found her. You would normally notice her.
Beautiful puppet you are. I can hear your springs. Would you like to sing for me? Let's have an encore performance of pain. I dedicate this performance to my sister Adelina.
Okay, so she's upset about her sister. Sorry. Okay, you get me. Sorry. Sorry. I just sneak behind. I gotta do the sneak behind.
You stole my sister from me.
I didn't do anything. I haven't even met your sister yet. Now.
You stole my sister from me. Bastard puppet.
Okay, all right. A little delay there. Sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that so dirty to you. I apologize. I didn't realize I was going to do you so dirty with that one strike there. So that's that way. There's something satisfying. Obviously the first time you play against someone like that, it's a challenge, and I don't even know how many times I did it. But when you come through a second time, you're like, I know what they're gonna do. It's just so satisfying. You have these weapons that are stronger. You're stronger. Thank you. There's a couple tough bosses. She was definitely tough the first time you face her, because she's kind of a more human fighter. And I think that definitely makes it more challenging until you realize how more mobile you can be around human fighters. Owie. Let's do anything. Oh, this guy, this poor schmuck.
Oh, you're walking about in a place like this. You must be a stalker. My wife's body lies on Rosa.
He's trying to find his wife's body, and you're like, okay.
She's gone. Would you bring me her belongings?
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Her body is. I miss her.
No
so.
problem. I got you. I got you, dog. I'll find the body. Trust me. I'll find the body. It's been crazy watching videos of people beating the DLC final boss, because it's like so chaotic and crazy that you can see someone just dominate them. You jumped in the way. It wasn't even meant for you. What's gonna happen? What's down there? Secrets. Secrets. ripping through them. Okay, so we're gonna fight. Yeah, you. Okay. Thank you. James, what's your take on The Last of Us? The game, not the show. My take is that I admire it. Like, the first one, I admire it, but and I've talked about this before, it came out for me right after I finished playing the Walking Dead Telltale game, and in terms of, like, storytelling and that kind of storytelling, I really appreciated the Walking Dead's take on, like, the father-daughter relationship a little bit better. And it also had a lot of similar tropes. I mean, a lot of the zombie stuff has similar tropes. I also didn't love the gameplay, but I know that I'm in the minority there, so I didn't love the gameplay so much. So, I played it. I've played the whole thing, and I understand why it's so highly regarded. But I didn't love it the way a lot of people love it and count it as, like, one of their favorites. And but then the second one I actually kind of enjoyed more, I think, because it just told maybe a different kind of story that I hadn't necessarily seen before. I, like, for sure have thoughts and opinions on it. I don't know that I thought it was perfect, but I did think the gameplay stuff was felt a little bit more open worldy. Because one of my notes in the first game is that you'd always walk through an area first, and if there were a bunch of waist high walls, I would know that there's gonna be. Ow! I thought for sure I would kill you. You'd know that there's gonna be some sort of shootout afterwards, so it kind of ruined the suspense for me. Ow! You're a dick. Yeah, I don't know. This is also a lot of walking and talking. But I'm also kind of on record of, like, not loving all the Uncharted games. I think I played 1, 2, and 3, and then I played most of 4. I thought they were fun, but I didn't, like, love them. This is an area. See that big ball up there? That big flaming ball? It's going to come into play. Someone's going to burst through that door. Oh, dog, you're right behind me, too. So yeah, that's my complicated, nuanced take on it. Sorry, puppet babies. What do you think the purpose of the puppet baby was in life? Okay. Flamethrowers. Uh-oh.
Found it. The black dress. But
Uh-oh.
it's just a puppet?
It's just a puppet.
What on earth is going on?
He loved a puppet? Jiminy, come on. Maybe stop being so closed-minded, Jiminy. Puppet loved him too. Big shortcut right here. Oh yeah, I saw that they had Bam Margera on. Crazy. Keep your eyes. Oh, what's that big flaming ball? Mamma mia. You trying to do? You trying to kill me? my god, here comes the mad clown. We're not gonna fight him here, don't worry. Not here. Ugh. Dog. I'm not fighting you here. Kill your friends. Face me on the true battlefield. On this side. Come on. I won't even touch this. That's how confident I am in killing you. Yeah. Come on around. Gotcha. This guy's so tough. First time you face him, you're just not ready for any of it. Look at that stupid face. Oh, Lord, I got you. Gosh, so satisfying. Wow, so satisfying. I fought him so many times. You can read all the Wizard of Oz books when the... You know what? You joke, but I would not put it past me. Let's say that. Wouldn't put it past me at all. It's entirely possible that I'll read more if I think it's going to give me greater insight into the game. I'm just leveling everything now. Okay, go in here. There's gonna be this lady here, and then we're gonna kill the spider puppets. Don't worry about her. Go up here. We'll find the real culprit. Oh, come on, girl. Come on, girls. So, if you haven't played it, if you don't kill this one up here, or either of them, because you can see there's another one over there, they're like empowered. She makes them stronger. Let's see. It's been so long since I've had to do this.
Are you winning?
I'm winning. I'm doing it.
Are you Liza P.
What does that mean? Like Liza, the name Liza?
Yeah, Liza. Liza.
That's yeah. The character's name is
What's the joke
Liza.
everyone does? Liza P.
The character's name is Liza.
Liza Petrelli.
I'm dominating this game now. I stomp it now. At least remember all the issues I had with this game before, where I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so difficult, and I stomp it.
Those issues.
You don't have those issues?
I didn't know you had issues.
Oh, I thought you said you don't have those issues when you play games.
I didn't know you had issues.
Well, it's just a tough game.
Just mental one.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Excited for Naked Gun.
Uh-huh. Is that your most anticipated or weapons?
They're two different things, you know?
Uh-huh.
Two different. Comedy, horror. Look at this big boy. Cashier chose New Lives.
Uh-huh.
So I had the tote bag. Did you show them about the tote
I
bag?
didn't. I should have talked about the tote bag. I showed the stickers, but I didn't show the tote bag. So there was a tote bag that also got Liza P tote bag that at least went shopping at Trader Joe's with. And the person behind the register said, "Big fan of the game." No, they said they never played it, right?
They were a Baldur's Gate fan.
Baldur's Gate. Still haven't played Baldur's Gate.
It's already 3:37.
What does that mean?
I got so much to do.
Do
all
you?
the time.
I mean, you're always busy, but what do you have to do specifically at 3:30?
Well, I just gotta work on some stuff.
Okay, all right. Can you work on some of my stuff too?
I do. Hey.
Okay, all right.
I do.
Okay, I wrote that one description.
Yeah, you did the one thing. That's good.
Paul said, I heard the new Naked Gun's pretty great.
I heard the same, Paul.
You guys been chatting? Oh my god, we got through that whole area so quick. I feel like this took forever to... I mean, I guess I didn't know where to go, but just navigating this area before was so difficult. And now we're killing these puppet ladies. I feel bad for her. We kill her, and then her puppet daughters come over, and they're like, "What happened?" Oh no, you got other puppet strings. We're not done. We got some secrets to check out. Always some secrets. We check this area out. Yeah, this game is going to be free on PlayStation Plus, I believe. Which doesn't do me any good, because I'm obviously already playing it right now as we speak, but... Oh, hi.
Oh, who are you? You're not a puppet. Are you here to listen? I can't sing anymore. Riddles. I was fooled by him.
So if you remember, the woman in the white mask we were fighting earlier talked about Adelina.
I'm so sorry.
Patricia.
So trim parched.
She wants the apple.
Thank you.
There you go.
Can't stop death from taking me. But I had Trisha.
So here's the story. You get the little story here.
Voice,
Patricia, her sister, had a great voice. But
must.
something happened to it. She lost her voice. She poisoned it.
I know it's wrong. But still, I know it's
So she's actually like, "Oh dang, I'm sorry. I busted your voice up. I was jelly." Translating it for everyone, all the Gen Alphas in chat. I know that I have a big Gen Alpha audience. Actually, I was thinking about doing some new content, and I wanted to run it by you guys. It's an AI generated voice that just spews nonsense, but it is going to be spewed over footage of runners, like not speed runners, but you know, like an endless runner game. So I just wanted to get your guys' feedback on that, and let me know what you think, because that's going to be the future of my content, probably. And I'm also going to call it content. Are we doing another mount up for Morbius for Tron Ares? Tread on for Tron? That's a great one. Thing is, I want to see the movie. I do want to see the Tron movie, or especially listen to the soundtrack. But I don't necessarily care about who's in it. Question, this is a quick poll for everyone watching. How much do you care about who is in a movie? Because it feels like it's the most important thing to some people sometimes. Okay, thank you. I don't remember if I got did I get all the other doors? I mean, I think great actors can add 2 roles, obviously. But I do think there's so much stock put in, like, who's in a movie. And it doesn't always matter to me. Sorry, puppets. Oh, you're not dead. Now you're dead. Sorry, my sweet puppets. I think we go this way, we get something over here. Sometimes care about the writer or director of a movie, but not who's in it. Yeah. That's interesting. It's interesting, because I bet if we were a fly on the wall of some of these executive meetings, they would just assume that it's the most important thing to all of you. No, we're not polling everyone here, but the only person who matters to me is the Rene Russo. You're gonna drag me to bad guy. I knew you were there. I knew you were there. Okay, alright, stop. Stop! Stop! I think these guys killed me the first time. Oh. I think I saw the shortcut door and I was like, oh my god, and then they killed me, I think. Like Will Smith as Neo in Matrix would have been a different movie. That's true. Or, who else? There was something else where Ian McKellen was like tired of playing wizards. Wasn't he supposed to be in something? What am I thinking of? I'm confusing my little fact. You know what? I'm going to get heated for a second, and I don't know if this is productive or not. But I have seen K-Pop Demon Hunters. Right now, it's probably my favorite movie of the year, okay? I thought the music was stellar. Loved the animation. I thought the story was... Simple is the wrong word, because I really think that so many movies are too complex. Like they don't end up telling a complete story, or you don't see how the characters really change. It doesn't really. There's certain things that I look for in a story, and it's easy to call it simple, but the best stories are often very simple if you just break it down that way. And let's switch weapons real quick. And so I don't want to say that it's simple. It's like very by the book, which means good. Like it's the bones are there, and so many movies just get so muddled down in either notes or having to achieve different goals, or it's an IP or something, that the bones just aren't strong. And then and so K-pop Demon Hunters feels like its bones are so strong, and I really, really loved it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Listening to the soundtrack constantly too, which is ironic because that's kind of like a thematic point of this soundtrack getting in your head, or the music getting in your head. But yeah, straightforward, satisfying. I feel kind of that way about music sometimes. Like obviously, you can have bands that make these 9-minute unconventional weird things, but then you can also have songs that are 2.5 or 3 minutes that have a like verse, a chorus, a verse, a pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, final chorus, and can be so satisfying. Sinners and Friendship also high up on my list of movies that are just really, really good this year. But to get into the stuff that annoyed me, I saw a post today. I don't know how legitimate it was, but they're talking about sequels. It's a K-pop Demon Hunters is a huge hit, so they're talking about sequels. This is also a major story moment, and they talked about a live-action remake, and I wanted to throw up. If I were a Netflix executive, which I never will be, I promise. Well, maybe I will be, but I don't want to rule it out. But 99% chance I won't ever be a Netflix executive. But I would come in the Monday after a long weekend, K-pop Demon Hunters tearing up the charts, getting tons of views, getting tons of subscribers, just making money hand over fist, however Netflix does that. And then I'd say, hey, what do you guys think about a live action remake of this movie? And every other person in the room who said that sounds like a really good idea, I would fire them, or at least scold them and tell them to reassess everything that they're considering. Because animation is not an inferior medium for telling a story. And a lot of times they have way more freedom in animation. And all this live action remake stuff, we're just making worse versions of movies that already exist. Or like more hamstrung ones. So that's my long, really not enthusiastic rant, but I saw that and I was like, wow. That's like, maybe we should do Bugs Bunny in live action. The whole genesis of it is that it's not. Okay, so this guy's King Puppet is sad. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know if this may be a two-trier. I remember him being very difficult, but let's see. Oh, man, time is off. Ooh. There we go. Oh, keep turning around. Ooh. You popped me, brother. Gotcha. Oh, missed the stagger. All the other times I've tried to face this guy, I did it as fast as possible. So some of these like moves I feel like I never saw. Like this. Come on, dog. Gotcha. Connor, you're playing the game right now? Well, you're welcome to hang out. If you want to leave because of no spoilers, that's fine. Oh, dag. Look who's inside. It's our boy. That's Romeo. Ooh. Popped. Rob the Running Man. Yeah, it does look different. Running Man does look different. We'll have to see if I like it. I mean, I like Edgar Wright.
Too,
What?
Right? It's Edgar Wright. So
Yeah.
It's gonna have a style.
It just looks so
Come on,
different.
Rob.
Part of me is like, why is it called the Running Man?
Should be like
But I haven't read the original, so I don't know.
running, jumping, rolling guy. They already did Fall Guys. So
Uh-huh.
do that.
You what?
What?
Ow. Ow.
Can you play this while someone's
What?
attacking you?
Were you bullying me? I can't hear you.
What? Okay.
Oh. Ow. I'm gonna charge up his thing. Uh-oh, he's on fire. Here we go. We'll survive. We got through it. Ooh. Ow. Ow. Woohoo. Ooh. Sorry, dog. close. Get up. Face me. Got him. Got him. Carlo? Who's Carlo? Goodbye, my friend.
Incredible.
Goodbye, my friend.
King. I gotta think the puppets will have changed too, right? There's only one way to find out. Let's go backstage.
You're asking if Jesse Ventura's in it, but I want to know if Sub-Zero's going to be in it. Quick update on the top fans ranking. I don't know how it works or why it is, but shout out to Mike, my number 2 top fan. Okay, that went pretty well. I'd say that went pretty well. Let's go talk to Geppetto. Actually, let's go. Okay, we got so many people. Okay, we gotta go here. Gotta go there. Go. Let's hammer this stuff home. That fight is like one of those turning point fights, like Genshiro and Sekiro, where it's like if you're not figuring it out, you gotta figure it out, dog.
Others laughed at me, but maybe I'm crazy though.
She loved you, man.
Melody, she was my guardian. Even puppets have heart.
Told you.
Please.
So this that technically that counts as a lie, but you find out later that it ain't. You find out that it's the tooth. Let's go to the Opera House, get our record. Thumbnail's obsolete, guys. Thumbnail's out of date. Starts raining. I don't know that I ever noticed that once you defeat Romeo, it starts raining. Like in the whole city. I don't think I ever noticed that. That's very cool. I have no quarrel with you, Spider-Woman. Madam Web, we'll call her.
There's another record.
Nope, she's dead. Rob, can I buy #1 top fan? True parasocial relationship. Well, I don't know how it works, but let's check the standings. Rob has skyrocketed to the lead. It has juggled the whole, everything. Rob has skyrocketed to the lead, and for some reason Mike has been pushed down. So sorry. Excuse me, ladies. Sorry, Mike. Rob has done it with a $2. Honestly, this is pretty accurate. With only $2, Rob has become my top fan. So that's pretty accurate. I guess the system works. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much. Thank you, Geppetto. Geppetto's gonna talk some bullshit. Thanks, G-Dog.
Unlike a real king, the puppet left no heir. But it's still a city beset by.
Okay, so he's all like,
Unlike a, but it's still.
he's all like, we did it, and I'm like, did what? Also, how did you get here? questions arise. And now the puppets are all sad. Look at them. They're sad. They don't know what to do. They're not even attacking me. Well, they are, but they start by not attacking me. They're mostly just sad because their puppet king is dead. Even the puppet dogs are sad. Ow. All the puppet moms and the puppet dads cried. Oh no. Evil goo has entered. I can't check it, so someone else has to check it for me.
What's going on?
Or you have to reply.
All these puppets look utterly down, depressed even. That seems weird.
I also want to say real quick that I'm making jokes. No one has to donate a single thing. It's funny, but I do think that a lot of it this is YouTube's way of tricking people into competing over the fake affection of whoever's on screen. Seems kind of manipulative. So I think it's funny. I want to point out that it's funny, but it's okay if the joke stops now and everyone saves their money and just hangs out and watches. If you want to support, then I would say if you haven't already, it's super easy and it's super free. Is you can check out the podcast, the Answer For It podcast that we've been doing. No, please, James, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, James. So here's what I'm gonna say: if you, instead of super chatting, share a link to the podcast, or it's already in the description, or talk about your favorite episode if you've already listened to it. Or hell, load it up while I'm playing the game and listen to me in stereo. Actually, I think we export in mono, so that's not entirely true. But cancel that 5K tip. That's totally fine. I feel like the kind of person that would give 5K is rarely the kind of person that should give 5K. Also, you know, there's way better ways you can use 5K. Yeah, $2. $2, Rob. I would have never said it for a penny less. There's so many weapons that I've never even thought to consider using in this game. And I think that's a good thing, because it talks about the viability of other stuff. Ooh. Okay, the arcade is next. But if you grew up in the 80s or 90s like I did, then the arcade doesn't mean what you think it means, and anytime you see arcade in like an old-timey fashion, you get a little disappointed. You can invest in a timeshare is correct. I would actually... this is an open debate for anyone here. What is a bigger waste of money? A timeshare or me? I think that's I want to have this discussion in the chat. Because one, you can have forever and burden your children with. And the other is like a vacation house that you can only use parts of the year. Eliud Rivera, thank you so much. Yeah. See, that was easy and cheap. Subscribing to the podcast, easy and cheap. Currently, we don't run any ads on the podcast, but we are hoping that we are able to eventually, because it would be nice if it made some money, and ultimately it needs to do that at some point. I wish I was at the point where I could just make everything for funsies. And God, this kind of funsies stuff I'd make, you don't even know, guys. You don't even know. But at this point, but it's easier to do the more people that listen. I think it's pretty funny. I might be biased. I do know a couple of the cast members, but I think it's a pretty funny podcast. That's totally fine, Rob. You don't have to apologize for giving me $2. That's not how this works. Parka, so you're telling me if I donate the equivalent of a quarter pounder, I can become a true fan of a streaming YouTuber? I mean, I didn't make the rules. I believe it definitely seems like the kind of thing that YouTube made the rules for, but I legally have to abide by them. Okay, what did I miss? I have to go to Hotel Krat and talk to all those people. Rob, you'd sub to the podcast, but there's no point system. That is fair. That is fair. You won't be. You can't definitively know whether or not you're in the top 3. For example, Simon, who just confirmed to everyone in chat that the podcast is funny, has no rank within the podcast fans. Oh, Mike, you want me to check the... Well, I don't need to check the leaderboard because I can see the number 1 next to your name. So... You want comedy ad reads? So, like, you mean ad reads for comedy? Have you guys heard about, have you guys heard about John Mulaney?
You're welcome. No trouble at all. I almost consider it my oldest hobby.
Happy at number 3. Does it go all the way to... How far down does it go? All right, these things.
I fear
Evil Goo, I am sorry I gave $2.
I always welcome friends.
You should be sorry. You should be ashamed of yourself. Did I finish this whole one? The gun one? No, I don't have this. I need 2 more Legion calibers. By God. Let's see. Aegis Shield, which I didn't even use, and then Cataclysm. Okay.
I know my way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
Pulster. It goes to 29. That's a weird number. Nice. Wait. This one is at this. I need the full moonstone. I need to get that one to this one. I think. Okay, so I'll do this. But then do I do the full moonstone? I'll do this one because I'm using it for this game, and then I have to do more, and then I gotta get this one though. Simon, top 10, didn't pay a dime. That's how it works. No, I mean comedic reads of the ads, but ads for comedy would also be good. I would do that. I would do ads for the comedy. I saw some cool combos with weapons from the new DLC. Oh Lord, here comes Antonia. She's gonna fucking tear into me now about killing Romeo. Looks like me, doesn't it? I'm gonna lie. Comedy can't afford ads. That's true. I heard something recent. The Creating Character podcast, talking to Ron Funches. He pointed something out interesting, because there's so little production. People aren't making things anymore. That there used to be this pipeline for comedy. Ron Funches this is reiterating. There's a pipeline where you would start in like tiny clubs, and you'd do comedy there, and then ultimately you'd move to bigger venues, and then you'd move to bigger venues, and then once you're in bigger venues, you'd move up into like doing a TV show or into movies, or you'd take your comedy into like this next level. But since they're making so little and comedies right now aren't so popular, or I don't know if they're I think they're popular. I just think they're not getting made. I don't always conflate popular with what's being made, because I think, as we mentioned earlier in my rant, yeah, of course, looks just like you. The executives sometimes deciding this stuff doesn't matter, but it's kind of shifted back down. So now the comedians are making more money going and doing live big shows because people actually do want to see them, and then it pushes, so there's just like less space in comedy, which is cool, because I was been recently thinking about getting back on stage and doing some stuff, so that's good for me. But yeah, that's just an interesting observation. Do you want me to play some piano for you? I'll come back later and play it.
Welcome, good sir. I have some. I don't know. I have no dust. Can a puppet?
Can a puppet fall in love? Yeah, I got this wedding ring.
It exists. I fear.
See?
I have no. If I may be frank, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You got a little thing for Antonia?
So what fate brings? Serving. Welcome to Hotel Crumb.
You got a thing for her? That's cute. Good for you. Happy for you, dog. Well, that's Hollywood jams comedy into action movies. That is true. It's like a merger. Because it's now we're kind of building the it has to be for everyone type vibe. Okay, that the only thing we're still doing there. Go back to the arcade. Oh, so even maybe does chatting give you XP? Can you just like put more in chat and get XP? Or is it like you tuned in for a stream and you watched for X amount of time? Twitch already has all these tools, right? These are already Twitch things, probably. Okay. Hey, dog. Things gonna fall from above. Dead end, great. Yeah, chatting and liking the stream, but spamming doesn't work. Ah, it's a shame. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points, XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats, and super stickers. Jesus Christ, guys. Jesus. I just stream because I like playing this game. That's my problem. I don't have any sort of rhyme or reason to it. Been at 50 XP the whole time, Paul. Okay. Oh my land. You know what it kind of feels like? It feels like Flare from Office Space. And it's like, well, you know, you only need 10 pieces of Flare. Yeah, I have 10 pieces of Flare. Well, that's like the bare minimum of Flare. So if you want to do the bare minimum, you want to have the 50 XP, Paul? You know, that feels like what I'm asking. So that what you're saying is that the bare minimum is okay for you? Because that... Oh, dog, you grabbed me from behind! Ow, you're a dick. Give me that juice back. It's just, you know, because if you're okay doing the minimum, Paul, then I can't stop you. But I just want to point out that, you know, other people like Mike doing a lot more than the minimum. You know? Doing a lot more. Mike's, you know, getting super stickers. and really engaging, really commenting and really engaging. Not just hanging out and watching like you, okay? So, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, like, if that's okay with you, if that feels like that's enough for you, then I can't really do much about that, can I? Oh, I missed? Can't really do much about that, can I, Paul? There's a big button that says my. If you click on the leaderboard, there's a big button that says buy to move up the leaderboard. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'll never stream again. I'm so sorry. This one's gonna explode. Paul, thank you, Paul. Thank you. Just go ahead and hit the bricks. You know, 50 XP. That's nothing. Okay. You know, at least Rob, who I think we can all agree has fallen very, very far from grace. At least Rob, at one point in time, did manage to get onto the leaderboard, which is the most important thing. Simon, I'm in Australia. 2 USD is 3.11 AUD. I don't have that kind of money laying around. What am I, a Rockefeller? Great point. I would just wait until the US dollar lowers in value. And then, there you go. Oh, I keep doing the wrong one. Tried to Bloodborne. Oh, big arm. Where are you going? Atlanta. Uh-oh. Chop ja. There was an Australian Rockefeller. They were murdered for turning up to an orgy alone. I don't know if that is true, but that's fantastic if it is. I'm at a Disney once. That's it. That's the whole random. That's the whole story. I'm at a Disney once. I was at a convention somewhere. I think they were a Rooster Teeth fan. And I was like, Disney, is that hard having that last name? And they're like, not really, because I am. I was like, oh, that's good for you. This weapon is way worse, dogs. We could probably get through that area if we really wanted. How much XP did Mr. Disney have? I mean, in life, probably a lot. Probably a good amount in life, but In my chat, nothing. Worthless. Just a common peasant. Can someone gift me a channel membership? Does that work? I don't know if how I feel about that working. I feel like shouldn't that go to the person who gifts it? Guys, I don't know how these rules work, and I also want to reiterate, we don't have to. We can joke about it without actually trying to move up the ranks. There's more comedy in us joking about the ranks than there is about moving up in the ranks. So just remember that. I'm gonna play Lies of P regardless. So I'm forcing you guys to watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait a minute. So you're telling me that's a little Pinocchio? You know, the jury's out on whether or not this is a Pinocchio. He's an automaton, that's for sure. But whether or not he's a Pinocchio is unclear in the final consensus of the game. It's unclear whether or not P even stands for Pinocchio. Do I buy a gold record that I already have?
Who are you? You look like a stalker.
Yep. Buy it again, who cares? Simon, you know what you should do? You should start your own channel where you stream to raise money from your top ranked people. So that way you can spend that money on this stream. I just created a multi-level marketing scam. You should do that. Marcus Fernandez. I think it stands for Pistress. No, it's P-Stream. Oh god. Is this... Which way do I go? Pyramid Stream. Yeah. That's what it stands for. Okay, that's still electric. Okay, I just unlocked. I went through... I'm so used to not doing it this way. You go through, because this is a cool level because you keep looping back into the same middle area, but then ultimately when you revisit it later, you don't have to. Alright, cool, yeah, buy the streaming setup. And then we'll get this going, and then you can be the top ranked. You're gonna have to get a second job to afford the streaming equipment? I don't know. Couldn't you just find someone else to... You just have to find someone else to support your streaming career, right? I think we can go that way. Nice try. Didn't realize the first time I played this that you can just pop those little bubbles. I was running into them. How long have you been following me? If someone else out there, actually, if someone else out there is able to... Oh, Paul, are you donating? That's great. Paul, but I understand things are a little tight right now, if I recall, Paul, with your finances. So maybe what we should do is, Paul, you should find a way to start streaming. And then once you've raised a little bit of money, you can forward that money over, so that way Simon can start streaming. And then once that goes, maybe, and if it's tough, it's tough, maybe you find someone else for yourself. I'm just saying, like, just, we just find more and more people, and then we all benefit, right? But then I'll be at the top of the benefit. So I think that makes the most sense. I think that's what we do. Yeah. Someone just start a Patreon or something, and then that'll solve that problem. And then we're good, right? Oh, this guy. This guy sucked. Fight amongst yourselves. There you go. That was such a challenging fight the first time. The fact that I just wiped his ass, which I guess would make me the loser, but still. Okay, Michael's in. So, Burrito Master also has a question. When you married Elise, did you pledge to be together for all eternity? We said a reasonable amount of time. A reasonable amount of time. Because we had a caveat for brain in jar type scenario. Magic, of course, if magic was involved. So we said a reasonable amount of time, reasonable commitment. So. Why do you ask? You got a wedding coming up? You want to know how far you got to push it? See, Michael says, set up a TV on the street, put a hat down, and see how much you can make. Ooh. It's like you're streaming live. It's like a live stream. I like that. Hold on, I'm going to help this guy out. Thank you. Evil Goo. The Patreon can be called Willem's MLM LLC. That's great. Actually, if we should just, to ensure, honestly, we could just cut out the middleman. And I think that, like, just so long as the money trickles up to me, I'll just take the, actually, I'll take it from the top. I feel like maybe I should just take it from the top. How's that sound? So I'll set up the organization, and then I'll have a bucket for Paul. We'll have a Paul tier, and if you donate to the Paul tier, that money is going to help go to Paul going, and for a nominal fee, I will, of course, collect the money, and Paul will be paid out from that collection, such that he is able to start a streaming career, and then donate to move up the ranks. Because remember, it's all about moving up the ranks here in this organization. Okay, we've officially gone from MLM to cult. That's how quick it can happen, guys. But I think we are really onto something. And but it's all kinds of perks. Obviously, I'll handle all of the bureaucracy of it, the bank accounts, like all the stuff that you don't want to have to deal with. That's going to be great. It's going to work out great. Here's the thing. Nope. 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 No. 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 There we go. Paul has moved up to number 5. Congratulations, Paul. I can take the decay, it's fine. We got through that somehow. Simon is now in debt and has fallen out of... Okay, so if you guys really... If you care about this community, you care about Simon, you gotta get him out of this hole. You gotta donate to the Simon bucket. I can't believe Simon has to sit here and beg. Ugh. I'd hate to ever have to beg like that, Simon. Anyway, donate to my Simon bucket. And then we can help Simon out. And then Simon can help me out, guys. Oh, you got the BetterHelp connection. Good. Mike, you sold your house for $5 to be James' #1 fan. Money well spent. You know? Because anyone can live in a house. But there's only one person at the top of that ranking. So, just something to keep in mind. Okay, I gotta talk to Sophia, and then... I'm still in this arcade. Simon took out another credit card. That's good. It's good, because that's basically free money now. That's the thing about credit cards. It's just free money now. Oh, here comes Cashbone. A free membership. How does that even work? Did you just get it for free? Is that like Amazon Prime? So we got our coin. Honey skims from that click-through, just like James will skim from Paul Fund. Actually, that's a good point. I'm announcing a new app, and it just pulls from your browser. So I think rather than ask anyone to really donate, anytime you make a purchase online, it just takes a tiny little fee, about 33% from whatever your purchase is, adds it as a tip. It's the same as if you go and buy a coffee. And it just goes ahead and puts it right into the Paul Fund, which I control. So I think this is probably the best way to figure this out. Michael Breeze, Simon's money is in Bill's house, and Ted's house, and Frank's house. Oh, I just looked over and I just saw I haven't had any of these crackers. Well, actually, I should have checked the expiration date. I don't know how long ago this, but when did the DLC come out? It tastes fine. Go to Geppetto's room, see for myself. I've seen it. I gotta talk to that guy. I gotta talk to Sophia. Yeah. Do I look different? I think this is normally where you do like you evolve. What about costume change? Should we do a costume change? You still paid for the membership. You just didn't pay extra for the super chat. And it didn't move me up the leaderboard. Well, then it's worthless. Cashbone, if it didn't move you up the leaderboard, it's worthless. And frankly, I don't even know why you're here. Listen, Jimmy Stewart's always going to hit.
The House of Vanini. Strike a light. You found a commemorative coin. Take the foundation. This
packs for this very important, hard to get item that isn't hard to get or very important at all. Okay, so we've done all that. Get him out of here.
Oh my.
Hey, Dad.
I'm glad we're. I can't remember. Like.
You like the painting of me? It looks like your son.
We planned. The Alchemist.
These are new places to go.
The Baron. The Baron.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then I think we could probably get a whole nother stage out of this. How long have I been going? Is that, what time did I start? 3? Lord. Shorten fruit bearing time, don't care. Don't even care about this, but. Ambush stagger. Oh god. Dances. Lower weapon durability consumption. Weapon durability recovery, lesion. Sure. Sure. We got another one? Reduces item price. Vocal fruit. Or ergo loss. Fable catalyst effect. Reduces item. I don't need any of these. Don't need any of these guys. I have to pick one though. There we go. Okay. Look at my nose. Excuse me. That's a great point. Thank you, Paul. I was excited to tell you guys about this. I was gonna wait until the perfect moment. I alluded to an announcement earlier today, but the big announcement, I'll just tell you now. It's a James coin. It is a coin. It's backed. That's the thing about other coins, is they're not backed. Okay, my coin is backed. We're hoping to make this the new global currency standard. Oh god, is this the right way? Oh my god, is this or this way? This way, I think. No, it's not this way. This way, the gates, yes. We want it to be the new global standard for currency. We believe it can be. We have everything in place to make sure that it is. And I'm really excited to share it with you. It's Beluga coin. Yeah, it is. It's backed. It's backed with the YouTube Chat XP, and that, you know, we've already seen it's the most stable economy we can rely on. That's real world money exchange. You know, we're not pulling this out of thin air. So I think I feel confident about it. I think the best thing about it, and, you know, obviously we're going to have the early adopters will be given a bigger piece of the pie, as it were. And I'm so excited for all of you, for all of us, really all of us, to profit off of this, because I think it's going to be a big deal. I think we're going to realize we're all going to be rich, and we're going to have mansions. So that's pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited for all of us to be rich with mansions because we bought this coin. Now there is a service fee, because I've tapped some of my most trusted advisors, Paul being one of them, Rob being another, and then anyone else who is in the top 3 ranking is also in there. I haven't checked. What Mike's definitely involved, and so I just because these things require setup, there is going to be some fee distributions at the top but that's okay because those fees, they're going to get completely washed out as soon as the coin goes live. The exchange rate, we do not accept Rybucks because this is a real currency with real world application. We have an app in the works that I think you guys are all going to love. It works on any Chinese phone. Should work with any Chinese phone. And there are some cookies that you should be aware of, but that's fine. You just go ahead and click agree to that terms of service, those cookies. And we'll be on our way with the new powerful coin that everyone's going to love. So yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask Paul or Mike or Rob. They have more information. Again, this is a truly backed currency. All the securities you'd expect. Also, we can't trust banks, right? Am I right? We just can't trust them. I would say liquidate your Rybucks, but I don't know that you're going to get much back with it, because that's the difference, is that Rybucks aren't backed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. They're not backed, whereas mine's backed. Okay? And the best thing, we're going to hodl. We're hodling these coins. Guys, it's a both short-term and long-term investment. And I think that's what I'm most excited about. We'll be profiting in the short term, but it's also a long-term investment product. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you guys? So the fact that we can have both the short-term and the long-term product, like, you're not going to get that with other coins. A lot of other coins are about, trying to make quick buck today, which you will. This is about having a portfolio filled to the brim with my coin and being rich later too, right? So it's like both. You get both. And that's the big difference between my coin and most other coins. Is the other coins expect you to pick one or the other, and I don't want you to. I think you're going to buy it, you pay the nominal fee, 33%, to get in on the ground floor, and then that's it. Then you basically name the price, right? And we just sit and watch the graph go up. Just that easy. Can you use these coins to buy illegal drugs on the dark web? Well, that's a tricky question, because on the dark web, where there are no laws, are they technically illegal? These are the kind of questions that have to be asked when you're starting a new venture like I am. And I think the answer to that question is, I don't know. So, but again, I think the best thing you could do right now is a twofold method. Pre-order the coin. Ground floor. Lock in your price. Okay? So you're going to want to lock in the price. Say you thinking about it or whatever, you got to ask the missus. You're going to wait a week. You're going to be looking at a lot. It's going to cost a lot more. It's going to cost a lot more. So you want to lock in your price, number one. And then number two, you're going to want to liquidate your other assets to do it as well. Okay. Can I hit that? Okay, he got a hit on me because I couldn't do that. So yeah, lock in your price now, guys. And then also, if you really are concerned, like I said, it's tied to the XP of this stream. Okay? So drive up the price of the stream, Get Paul's rankings up there, and, you're going to be good. You can't lose. Honestly, I'm doing this thing for you guys more than anything. This is I'm really trying to give you your own destiny to control, because I think that's an important distinction, is a lot of people try and take the control out of their own hands. But, if you're worried about it, then fine, just get the coin, okay? Drive up the rankings of the stream, And then, like, it's a win-win, right? Because it's tied to the rankings. It's tied to the XP. So you can see it. That's the difference with real banks. You have interest rates. I don't know what that means. Percentages. Someone's just making that up. We got someone in the White House making that stuff up, you know? And so I guess the question is, do you want to trust someone that you don't trust, or do you want to trust me, who you do? I know my answer. For sure, I know my answer. Oh, I got it. That's hard. Wow, I stomped him. The home coin. Special edition. That's the other thing too, is we have a special edition coin. So you're going to want to make sure you get that special edition coin, because we're only going to issue, you know, 3,500 of those. And the last thing you want to do is find out you missed out on one of those coins. So just keep that in mind. Bear it in mind, folks. Are you in or are you out? See, look at Paul. This is a success story right here. This is what I'm talking about. 13 to 5. That's exactly what, and that could be anyone. Now imagine if Paul had waited. Right? Waited, oh, I gotta check to make sure I have the proper finances, or I want to make sure I got my paycheck or whatever. Like, imagine if he had waited. Who knows what rank he could be. It's also a religion. I can also, the coin also grants happiness, guaranteed paradise after death. I mean, it basically stops death. Like, your body will die, maybe. But the best thing about it is that even if that happens, you're guaranteed an afterlife. And the afterlife is composed of pretty much anything you could ever want in this life. And even some of the stuff that, like, you're not allowed to do, which is weird. So, like, I don't use the word sinful, but sinful shit. Like, you can do that stuff, too, in the afterlife. So, just a heads up. Just something to think about. Cashbone, if you're not seeing results fast enough, you simply just have to invest more XP into the coin. That is correct. Thank you, Cashbone, even though I believe I dismissed you. I believe I did dismiss you. That is correct. So. I know there's a guy behind me, isn't there? Yep. Can you crank your hog in the afterlife? Yeah. How do you think you open the pearly gates? VLS, your arthritis is gone. Congratulations. Welcome to the difference. This is the difference that the coin makes. Home coin.
Don't come any closer. Those grand X. Then there are those I can't reveal Please, it'll be easier.
Okay, alright. You want me to kill someone? I'll kill someone. Thank you, Michael. That is true. Willem's coin. Thank you guys very much for your support. And I just want you to remember, I don't do this for profit. I mean, I make a profit, yes, but that's not why I do it. I do it because I'm trying to create financial liberation for all the people that follow and support me, you know? That's why, that's the most important thing. The freedom to get the timeshares that you want. I think that's really why I do it. You know? Selfless. And I don't like to use the word hero, but I will right now. I'm a hero. And that's why I invented this coin. Why is there only one set of footprints on the on this peach film coin? You didn't even spell my name right. Well, you say, James, I don't understand. My bank account is completely empty right now. I thought you said you'd help me through financial strife, and I say, for it is I who freed you from the need of having a bank account, my son. Also, I don't want to have to bring this up, but the coin is it's the sexiest coin. It was just recently announced it's the sexiest coin you could get your hands on. So, I guess if you're ugly, don't worry about it. You don't need the coin, I guess, but my lawyer advised me to spell the coin differently, just in case, you know, for legal reasons. Remember this guy? There's my pal. All these guys. The Grand Exposition. Let me in. Come on in, dog. I'm fine. You made it. Man, I ruined that guy. I'm not technically allowed to announce other celebrity endorsements of the coin or any. Oh, that got me. That got it. Oh, it did get me twice. Okay. I'm not technically. I noticed, Rob, you mentioned a celebrity in chat, and I'm not technically allowed to state definitively yes or no. Contracts have been signed, but I can't say yes, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying yes to that, but I also can't say. I couldn't say yes. You don't understand? Does that make sense? Let's get some winks. Let's get some winks in chat if people understand.
Another fine day in the city of Krog, but I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? If you're today's riddle, might have you over the barrel. But get this one wrong, and you will be in peril. So, answer correct now. Listen closely, and heed the king's speech, or the answer to this one will stay out of reach. Think about this. Whatever it takes.
Matt Damon is also involved. What cannot be used before it breaks? Well, you can hard boil it, but I saw a video on Instagram of a guy eating eggshells, so not entirely sure that's true. I was so scared of this area the first time I played. And this guy. Oh, fuddy dud. Well, who sounds like that? Oh. I'm so excited for this new venture. This is great. This is really great, guys. I'm so excited, especially because I mean, all in, I've made like 15 bucks off this stream, so I think that I'm really excited for this, guys. I've been unemployed for a year, so this is gonna help. Oh my! Ruined his ass. Whoa! 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 Look at this guy's outfit. He's got his mustache is also pipes. Did you guys notice that? Fortune favors the bold. You goddamn right. Fortune also favors the rich. Mickey Rourke has just been approved to play James in our new movie, Coin, coming soon. Wow. That's incredible. And it will be the first Coin backed entirely by Coin. Now, I know some of you have concerns about the fact that we're going to be remaking Coin in live action. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's going to turn out great. Real quick show of hands in chat. How many people have already gotten rich using this coin? And yeah, I'm not saying share your bank account numbers. You know, I'm not even saying look. I'm saying off of vibes. Off of vibes. Hey, man. Oh, it was a grab. Ooh. Oh, he grabbed me again. That was so obvious. Look at this. People are coming out of the woodwork. Paul, who we established only a few moments ago was too poor to live stream, is rich. Is rich now. Basically paid for his whole life. I mean, I don't know what to say to you guys. Like, that's not conjecture. It's just like pure evidence right there. Like, Paul, if you want to chime in, you were poor as fuck, right? You were like poor as shit, like only like an hour ago, and now you're not. So I don't really know what else to say. I don't know what else I can do for you guys to make this more obvious. Simon, you were lonely. You had nothing going on in your life. If I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you were a complete loser. You had nothing going on, and now you're top 5 in chat XP, and maybe one of the largest single holders of this brand new coin that is a misspelling of my last name. So I just want to point out, like, that this isn't just some sort of thing. Like, these are actual success stories, and I think that's pretty great. I kind of love that. And that's why I do it. Not because of the 33% fee. And I know people are wondering, how much do you hold? And it seems surprising that I would hold so little of the coin myself. But that's because I just want to make sure that there's enough where other people will make coins and they'll hold on to it, and because this isn't about me, it's about you guys. And so I think I just want to point out that this is just, this is how it is. This is how it is. I'm just kind of in this case, I just happy to be available for the success of everyone here. So I think, but the most important thing to do, we have to keep pumping the chat XP. We gotta keep getting the coin, okay? Because that's how we're gonna get the payouts to pump the XP. It's a closed loop. It's a simple system. I mean, I could explain it to you, but I'm not. I won't, because I know we're not all scientists, but I could explain it to you, and it's very simple to understand. But I'm not gonna explain it to you. But it's a simple system, very simple system. So took a bunch of losers, and now those losers are all rich. And so that's why I do it. Let's fight another boss. VLS, I was so glad to find out you were also passionate about Lies of P. The game should win an award for its optimization alone. My first 240 hertz Souls-like experience. Okay, that's great. We're not actually talking about Lies of P for any of this stream, so. Michael, you don't hold the coin. It's how you stay impartial apart from your 32% cut. Well, it's not a cut. It's a fee, but that's only for like the logistical purposes of getting the coin to you, right? So it's like not even a cut of the coin. You guys get 100% of the coin is yours. That's your coin, 100%. I don't own any of that, but I have to get the coin to you, and that requires financial stuff. So just want to make sure that's clear. I very small amount of the coin myself, so I don't, none of yours. It's all 100% goes to you. So just something to keep in mind. He's coming. Blocked your first shit, dog. You think you're hot? Gotcha. Can we get rid of the game screen and bring up some sort of coin value ticker? That's a great question. I would have to work with my team to kind of set up I'd love to make that possible for you guys. It might change the fee a little bit. We might have to bump it to 35% potentially, but I think that's a great application, and we can get the API up and running in no time, honestly. I blocked you twice, dog. I got you twice. Ooh. Oh, he grabbed me though. Oh. Easy. 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 I'm toying with them at this point. Way overpowered for this playthrough, but that's fine. Oopsies. VLS is the only person who's focused on the game, but the VLS, I think VLS, you understand, right? That like the stream fuels the XP, which serves the coin. So we're saying what you're describing here, Rob, is some sort of collectible system tied intrinsically to the coin. So maybe you use the coin to purchase real world items that you can then hold for even greater value. Is that what I'm hearing you say? Because I don't think that's a terrible idea, for sure.
I've known your father for a long Geppetto didn't understand that the pet, but even he can't stop such a magnificent. You've seen this place with your own eyes. What do you suppose our cure has created? I have to admit some surprise. I'm sorry.
I lied to his ass.
You for being a puppet. You're open-minded enough to hear the truth about the petrification disease.
See, Mike even pointed out, didn't realize I was focused on the stream. Mike, if I'm wrong, you're ranked number 1 here, which would mean that you're probably also pretty well stocked up on the coin. So I wouldn't be surprised, Mike. You can chime in. I wouldn't be surprised if Mike was maybe buying jet skis, or doing something with his newfound wealth that I think is probably pretty awesome. Simon, I don't care what you have to say. You got your Rhea Ripley looking ass bodyguard. He invited me to the island. Gotcha. I can actually eat this ergo. Engagement is key, guys. Engagement is key. Also, if you can argue with people online about the coin, that also helps me a lot too. Just making sure you just like argue with people and like be a real asshole about it. Honestly, it helps if you make it your whole identity. That's it. So just want to make sure that was clear. The storefront should be live pretty soon, where you can purchase more coin. You can transfer your dollars into more coin. You can check your XP. You can buy merchandise with different kinds of wacky mascots on it that represent the coin as well. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be launching on the store. But again, this is hush hush. This is for people who are here now. We call them like the first wave, and then we're going to make sure that this first wave cleans out, because we want to make sure everyone here gets the largest piece of the pie is the most important thing to me. So you got to make sure you get the largest piece of the pie, and then from there we'll be divvying out. We'll do second wave, third wave, fourth wave, that kind of stuff. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. this room.
I've always been now, or maybe. Like many of the think it don't recollect. Ergo was I prop the kingdom now.
Highly recommend lore videos for this game. They're very interesting. Pistress, there it is. My sweet Pistress. It's actually funny how very, very close this is to Rooster Teeth, is it? Get the tattoo on your forehead. It's a little aggressive. And remember, the kind of people that hold this coin are, I don't want to say better, but kind of better than other people. And so I'd say rather than something on your, maybe your ankle or your chest, a chest hit would be really cool. Probably on your deltoid would be a really cool hit. Something that, you know, a nuance style version of it, I think might be the way to do it.
Lady and tell her illness. Lady, I have heard about her. Please find it. This is a supply. I shall open it.
There you go. You like that?
No matter what, they're serving welcome.
Okay, what else needs to go here? Gotta talk to her, gotta talk to him. Okay.
Will you do for once? I give it to him myself. He'll understand.
Alright. He'll love that glove. I'm sure he's totally gonna understand. Oh, I can buy the last thing. Voila. We got them all. And then who else? I need to talk to that guy up there. Yeah, you can let everyone know. I think probably setting up bot accounts on all social medias to reply to people. You know, and it could be whatever, but maybe you choose like, you know, an image of like a woman or something, you know, something eye-catching. I'm not going to tell you what, but like something eye-catching that you could maybe use as your profile photo. And then see, it's first. You can be first to watch shows you're not watching. That's fair.
I leave the choice. I'll make the cure. Stalker, please. The cure isn't exactly.
I believed in the possibility. What would... Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I will...
Have the cure. Enjoy. What's next? We go to the swamp next? Do we have time to get through the whole swamp? Maybe. Maybe. If the stream is a little choppy, I just want you guys to know that's because there's a lot of processing happening on the back end to ensure the clean rollout of the coin.
The Isle of Alchemists. According to the guide, Vanini visited that place.
I think the other thing you want to make sure you do is that just leave your computer on and stay in the chat no matter what. Okay? Because that'll get your XP going.
Ciao, Bello.
These two.
Into an alchemist.
Brother, you should say hello. But it is true that we...
You got that right, sister. Our pal is sure to help
A
us.
moment, please.
So he's
My
going
young
blind.
brother, the alchemists give us jellies.
Please.
Please.
Yeah, I'll give you some fruit.
We knew you.
That's right. I like liked you from the start.
Ignore this one. On that note, I hate to borrow. I won't ever. Now go.
Hey, I'm happy to help. I'm happy. Happy to help, you know?
I never.
Love you guys. Take care. See you later.
The Isle of Alchemist is there might be so.
I think we can get through the swamp. I think we might be able to. Oh, Paul, the best thing you can do, honestly, is run it overnight. Keep everything on. Keep it going. And if you can find the hottest place on Earth to build out your factory. Todd Gregg, big fan. Well, let's check. Let's see, Todd. Let's see, top. Let's see, of the top. I'm still 26, Todd. 26. That's where I see you on the ranking. So, when you say big fan, unfortunately, Todd, I don't know if I believe you, you see. Sorry. I hate to break it to you, Todd. You know, I'm grateful you stopped by, but I have the empirical evidence here, and it's based on XP, which we all know is infallible. I can see in the ranking where you are, and I don't know that I would be able to say big, you know, fan. You're a fan, clearly. You charted,
Okay, there's no
but I
easy
don't
way
know
to
that I
say
can.
this. It's a public
You know.
graveyard. Humans call
I think it would just be unfair to everyone else
They try to stop it.
who has invested in my coin,
Service.
and so yeah.
Horrific solutions for this too. It's just too terrible to think about. Oh, why am I thinking about it?
Interjectionable tiny fan. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Just give me a moment. Interjectionable. Let's see. Now that we can classify everybody here. Okay. Interjectionable. Scrolling pretty far down. Number 44. So I would say that's pretty accurate. 44. Way down there. And I know you're having a laugh, okay, but I don't think it's very funny. I think you come here, you mock the people who take this seriously, who are serious about the financial future of themselves and potentially their families, and you mock them. And I find that to be interjectionable. Okay, so thank you. Dog. Being a religion also makes it tax exempt. Well, technically, this is, I mean, some would call it, I would call it a perk, is that since James Coin is not actually money, you also don't have to pay taxes on it. So that's something to keep in mind. It's another, I call it a quiet benefit of the system we've developed here. Since it's not technically money, you don't have to worry about taxes at all. So a little benefit for you guys. You know? Yeah, it's not a cult, guys. It is certainly not a cult. I find that kind of to be an offensive assumption about it being oh my god, being a cult. Remember this guy? We gotta fight him again. that being said, I would like to invite some of our earliest adopters to come visit the brand new compound that I've developed. What's this guy doing? I've developed. We're just put the finishing touches on the brand new compound. It's looking really great. Tons of bunks. Really encouraging people to pick up, move their lives and their families out to join us in beautiful, somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere, Texas. That's all you do? Stopped him. Paul, we gotta start writing a script so you can mess this up for all of us. My money is in the line we can't lose. Are you talking about me? Who are you talking about? It's perfectly under control. Oh. I know people are wondering, where is the money? What happened to the money? Well, I've seen it. I have seen the money. So rest assured, I have seen it. I know where it is. It's all accounted for. So do not sweat it at all. Watch this. Can we do this? I think you're supposed to fall down there. Are you supposed to fall down there? I don't remember. Maybe I just am paranoid. Because, like, I just want to emphasize again, like, it's backed. Oh! I fell in the fire. The currency is backed. You stuck? If you guys are at all concerned about the stability of this, I do think that, you know, the more of us there are, the more stable the whole system is. So, you know, obviously we have the security of the fact that it's backed by the XP, you know, and you won't need traditional banks. They don't have to get involved. It's not technically money, is like another kind of, I'm calling it financial advantage to this system. So I think there's a lot, but if you are worried about it, just, you know, find family members or, you know, find other people that you think might be interested in and, you know, get them involved. I mean, I just like to point out real quick, if you look at the top fans, you can see the amount of XP that has been gained just in the last hour or so. It's astronomical, and I would ask you to tell me off the top of your head without Googling any other value item that has moved that quickly, and you won't be able to. So I just think that's important. Oh my god, I broke the sword. This bastard doesn't know what hit him. Oh my god. It's natural. I will concede. It's natural to feel, you know, trepidation with this kind of stuff. It is a big deal. It's life-changing. I think that's probably the most exciting thing for me, is how life-changing it will be for so many of you. I obviously changed my life a long time ago with this kind of positive thinking. I call it optimized thinking, and I'm actually, I'd love to share these secrets with people who, if they're interested. But my optimized thinking method has allowed me to confront these kind of fears, if you can call them that. And what I do is I focus on the positivity, the positive outcomes that are almost certain to come. I trust my teacher. That's rule number one is trust your teacher. And I trust my teacher. And then the next is follow the line, follow the money. So I think it's just really important that you guys pick up on some of these things. And it's not easy, but that's why, for a reasonable fee, I am willing to assist in some of the actualization for you guys, Where do I go? I didn't pull these thoughts just out of thin air, guys. Like, this is based on research. Verified research. Okay? Quantifiable, true research. Because the thing is, the scientists, they'll tell you one thing. But they're backed by Big Pharma. Okay? They are 100% backed by Big Pharma. But I do my own research, and I think that's the only research you really can trust. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Google, that's not really research. I don't use Google. I use the Edge browser, and I always double check my sources. So. And honestly, I'm asking you to think for yourself. I'm asking you to. That's what my ask. I'm saying to you, think for yourself, and you should. So. I got these gloves for you.
Anyway, I thought you had better taste. You're a worthy hunter.
So, I guess that's all I'm saying. One of these has to break, right? There's got to be some fucking things to grab my feet down here. I think why I'm so confident in this is that there's nothing. I wouldn't ask you guys to do anything I wouldn't do myself. There. Case closed. What more do you need? I think we're gonna get through the swamp. I do want to point out, Paul is saying that I could do the thinking for you. I would never, some people like to have the training wheels on, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And if that's the method that you feel like would work best for you, then we can arrange. I do coaching classes. I do small group. I do coach classes. There's basically a plan that will suit anyone. This guy's shooting rockets at me. So, it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of situation. Michael, you don't have to thank me. Okay? Just a guy, And I think that's why everything I have to say is so powerful. Is that I'm just a guy, I didn't go to one of those big fancy universities. Okay? You know? Didn't go to one of those big fancy universities. Okay? I didn't grow up in a, I had to make my way just like anybody else. Okay? Had to make my way just like anybody else. So, but I think it's that kind of like everyman insight that really, that's the thing that the scientists don't see. Because scientists are rich. You know? I think that's the important thing to remember is that scientists, they're rich. So why wouldn't they tell you what they want you to hear? But people don't think about that. They don't want to talk about that. So but me, I don't have anything to gain. So I think that's why, it's so important that you subscribe for the annual plan to save yourself some money in the long term. Because it's, if I was a scientist, I wouldn't tell you that. I'd say, hey, Knuckle Dragger, send another $15 my way or whatever, where oh, look at me, I published an article in a science magazine. Oh, gee, who works for the science magazine? Scientists. Who publishes the article? Scientists. So it's like, it's pretty obvious. Follow the articles. Follow the articles, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Don't let big science get in your head. Okay? I have a brain. I can use that brain to think. Eclectic music services. Thank you for coming. Oh yeah, I'm playing Lies of P. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I haven't mentioned it. Hi, friend.
Wow. I thought I was forever alone. Monsters, you find them.
Broken Puppet's great.
Hello, my only friend. It feels good.
Yeah, I'll give you all of them.
Like being hugged by the sun.
No, don't. The articles are the money, Michael. Chapter 5, Section 3. The articles are the money. Oh, James Baker, big fan. Let's see, James. Let's see how big of a fan you are. I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. There's people in here who haven't said a single thing that are bigger fans. $28. Not the bottom, but not the top. Dean McManus, been watching for so long, you're one of the reasons I work out. That's great. Let's see if you're one of the reasons I can pay my fucking mortgage. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally fucking kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not gonna look. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. That's awesome. And I'm happy for you. And I hope you're enjoying life more. If you feel more freedom. I had a moment the other day that I tried to tell Elise about. She listened. But basically, I love playing volleyball. I played volleyball in college. I mean, on the streets. And I, we used to play it a lot. We would go, like, on the summers and stuff. We'd play on sand volleyball on the beach. I love volleyball. I play it seriously, but I also play it casually. And so we had another friend reach out and say, hey, we're going to play some volleyball if you want to come and join us. And I don't know what the skill levels of the people I'll be playing with are, but I went and played and felt really good. Like, I haven't played volleyball in probably, or at least a year, probably more than a year. But felt pretty competitive. Everyone was very good, and so we had some cool competitive matches, and then afterwards I felt fine. And I'm 41 years old, and so I was like, I'm really grateful that I work out because I'm really grateful that I work out because it allows me the freedom to go play volleyball when I'm 41 and haven't played in a couple of years and still be able to play volleyball and not be broken afterwards. So this guy's already trying to make goddamn new friends. Michael, just a heads up. It's okay. Don't sell. Don't sell. We had a temporary hiccup in some of the servers that we have down in Chile, but it's normal, perfectly normal. If you do want to expedite your process, I am able to do that for you. But you're probably going to want to, it might cost you a little bit for a bit of a fee. So Michael, if you're interested, I can expedite that process for you for a fee. So just let me know. No one unsatisfied. So, just as long as you're satisfied, I happily take care of any issues that you have. But again, yeah, I will be recouping the fee along the way. So, just let me know. Customer service is on the line. Oh, how do I get to? I don't remember how to get to that guy. Oh, right. I forgot your first phase, which means you did buy through me. You did buy your coin through me. I have actually outsourced a lot of the coin sales side of the business to a company based in Taiwan. So I'm not sure what time it is there, but I'm sure that they will be able to get back to you as soon as possible. But again, I don't even think it's an issue that you need to worry about. I think you'll be totally fine, but we could easily expedite that for you. I don't know why, but I think the first time I played through this area, I was like, oh, I'm probably going to face this crane. I was like, I wonder if the crane is the bad guy. We'll come back and kill all these guys. Also, I completely missed the house the first time I did it. Oh. So distracted, I just ran through the whole area. We got the owl doctor down here. Hey, Doc.
Ah, this must be quite an urgent patient. You are still, trust me.
Why are you doing that, Doc? Doc.
And if you're not alive, then you must be dead. That's just logic.
Oh, Doc, you give me your back. Ooh, good throw.
What was her name? Ah, don't recall.
Ooh, a hole into that.
In my judgment as a doctor, all should
Sorry.
end. What do you remember now?
I knocked his brains out.
Adelina.
Yeah, you're good, Michael. You don't have to worry about it. But again, if you do, regardless, only happy customers, so before you go to the police or whatever, just happily for a fee, I can expedite that, no problem. I can even, you know, reduce the fee because of your status within the company structure. Also, it's important to remember that in joining this system, if you, I'm assuming everyone read the paperwork, but the paperwork does state pretty unequivocally that you assume liability of the company's legal status. It's actually kind of part of the backing of the coin is how I've distributed the legality. It's so that way not a single one of us, they'd have to prosecute all of you. You see what I'm saying? So I actually think it's a good thing. I would say our defense is stronger together, though I am technically not listed in any way, shape, or form in the legal documents as part of the company. Your favorite James bit was 2 working legs. I barely knew Zach then. And I didn't tell him I was going to say that, but I did tell him... Oh, no! I didn't tell him I was going to say that, but I did ask him... I kind of like vaguely was like, hey, how are you? Are you cool? And he's like, yeah, whatever. So, and now we do a podcast together. And don't worry about Michael getting the quote wrong. It's a, you know, it's a, I can't believe I fucking fell off that goddamn thing. I can walk through this goddamn area, see this goddamn puppet again. It's perfectly normal to get the quote wrong because you're so distracted by your financial gains. I mean this in the most grateful way. 9 times out of 10, when someone says my favorite thing you said in a video or whatever was this, that, or the other thing, I don't know what video it's from. But it's only because I did so many. And a lot of, I mean, essentially everyone has seen more Funhouse videos than I have. I've seen each video probably 1 time. Maybe a couple more, depending on the edit, or if I edited it or something. But there was one, I think it was an RTX or something. Someone came up to me and they were wearing a blazer. And then they popped off the blazer and it had a quote on it. And they were like, huh? And I was like... And it was, I guess it was a quote from me, but I don't know what it... I don't know what it was from. So... I still think it's very cool. But it is an interesting dichotomy. Is that the right word there? What's happening? Rob, what do you think? What are you doing? It's crazy to think how scared I was going through these areas when I first, like even just shit like this, like boom, handled that. I was so scared of these areas. It's crazy. And now we're just peeling these guys. Rob went from 4 to 2? What the hell? What happened to 3? 3 and 2. That means we lost 2 people from the system? Oh, great. It's all already falling apart. Well, it's a good thing I bought that house in Thailand. Can't prosecute in Thailand. I mean, it's beautiful down there. So, why wouldn't you want to live there? It's beautiful. It's just magical down there. No extradition. I mean, I love the traditions of Thailand. It's my favorite, one of my favorite things. Such beautiful traditions. these ways is like extra. Starting to get into the there are secrets in this game phase. This game down to bits. Hi chat. Are the vibes today long noses? No, they're big bank accounts. We're getting rich. And you should Ray, consider yourself goddamn lucky that you came today. First things first, check the top fans. So we need a sidebar. Is there any way we could have a sidebar or a bot, a night bot that every 5 minutes, maybe we maybe do it less than that. Every 30 seconds says check for new viewers, check the top fans, find your ranking, support the XP, move it up. XP protects the coin. Coin protects the wealth. Hold on. Altar of Parasites. My girlfriend and I have been rewatching Inside Gaming Funhouse a lot recently. We love you, James. I'll be the judge of that. $35. So. And that's with 2 of you. That's with 2 of you. So. Never been more concerned with numbers in my whole life than I have been with the ranking of my top fans on this stream. James, do you think the Macho Man Randy Savage is capable of performing a flying elbow drop from heaven? I don't know about heaven, but earlier we were discussing a new form of afterlife, which only I can guarantee. And, you know, from there, he certainly could. I don't concern myself with fictional places. Only real places that I can verify, and only I can verify. On me. James, short-time viewer, long-time watcher. You'll always be my quintessential gamer. Well, that's just statistically untrue. I was never the quintessential gamer. I don't have the skills. PA Pakavi, is this the first thing you've said all... You've just been sitting there ignoring the potential XP gains that you could have had? Gotcha. chopped him. I mean, I honestly don't. This can't be. This probably isn't the case, but I feel like this is. Well, that's not true. But let's say hypothetically that this is one of the few streams that can get you into heaven. How much would you? How much would you pay for that privilege? How much would you pay for that? How high? Hey, how high would you choose to rank yourself if that were true? And I'm not saying that's the case, you know. But if it were, how much would that be worth to you? Raja, you need my maiden name to get into your wallet. Don't worry, your wallet is safe. I know you're concerned. I think for security reasons, and this is all in the packet you received when you signed up. For security reason, it makes more sense for me to actually hold your wallet. It's still in your name for IRS purposes. Even though, again, it's not money, so you don't have to worry about paying taxes on it. But I actually hold it. So you actually, don't worry about that prompt. Oh, he grabbed me. He grabbed me. Ooh. Oh, god damn it. All grabs. See, I'm not Pinocchio. This is Pinocchio. Goodbye. Paul hoping 200 XP is good enough. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But you can always get more XP. I think that's the important thing to remember. You can always get more XP. I didn't even dodge him on purpose. I also want to say real quick that if you were part of the phase 1 fundraising, that's great. Happy for you. There is a small chance that someone may be coming to you asking about a lease. If that is the case, just say you don't know, please. Say you don't know. It's very unlikely that they'll threaten violence. Try at the end of the day, we are all just another story in the world of Shemashar. Is that a quote from me? Jazzin, wow. Thank you, Jazzin. You proud of me because of how well I'm playing Lies of P, or how I've managed to create financial freedom for so many of my top fans? Because you can be happy about both. Because that's what I'm just trying to do. Don't worry, Mike. You're still number 1. Oh, there's an earthquake? Is it? No. Wait. Is this where the earthquake is? I think so. There it is. Well, I know you're proud of me, but are you proud of me for the right reasons is the question. Because I feel like I'm really making a name for myself financially, you know. I think I missed this whole thing the first time I played the game.
Hey, are you? I know how this looks. You wouldn't happen to know I plan my expeditions to far. All I can do is. Life is short. All I can do is keep. You never heard of Alador? And unlike professionalism, that's I know the rumors. Aladoro is the last person. Those alchemists. I mean, come on.
Wanted Aladoro.
Life is short. All I can do is keep. My treasure. It's a cryptic. I think it's a. You know what they say.
Oh, a little something, something.
Life is short. All I can do is.
I think we're gonna get the green monster, which again took me forever, drove me crazy. But if we can do it in one, would be pretty awesome. Jazzin, it's not about me. Honestly, I don't even do it for myself. The people here can tell you that. I mean, I'll just let them speak for themselves. I think the greatest testament to everything I've achieved is their, you know, their pride, you know, their happiness with all of it. So I think it may be worth, you know, them telling you that I've set them free in many ways. I've unlocked the path for them, and actually hold a remarkably small amount of the coin that I created. You know, I'm merely the vessel. Also, I just want to point out Trya, who didn't come in here and make some sort of bold claim about how big a fan they are or how much they appreciate the things that I've done. They just came here and they just immediately moved to number 2. And so I just want to point out that, and I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying anything, but I am saying, come on, you know. Maybe you could try to be more like Trya. Missed it. Look at that damage. Oh. When you're cool, like cool as a cucumber, because you feel confident in your ability to beat a boss, it makes it way easier to see the timing of some of this stuff. When you're like panicked, Mike, don't worry about the game. Don't worry about it. Thank you, James. Even though you're extremely low on the ranking of my top fans, I do appreciate you sharing your thoughts and perspectives on Trya. See that little guy try and get up? Oh my god, this is... Not even gonna turn around. No look. Not even gonna turn around.
I knew you'd do it.
Boom.
Finally, the last
Wow.
hero weapon is in my hands.
We are stomping this game. So what? Now we go underground. No, we have to go back through Krat. Because the Krat is destroyed. Okay. And then we go underground. Thank you, Triceratops. Tops. Let's see what we got. Okay, a bunch of stuff to do. So, I'm going to talk to Alidoro, and then I'm probably going to wrap this up.
I knew you'd do it.
But, again, don't leave the stream, because you don't want to lose your ranking. It's the last thing you could do. Remember, it's intrinsically tied to your coin.
The swamp is too dangerous. Someday soon. You have my thanks. See you at the hotel. Thank you for your... Let's go back to the hotel.
All right, I feel like this is a good stopping point, because then we'll do all the menial tasks. I didn't change outfits, so let's pick our outfit for next time. There's the famed detective. We might only need one more. There's the alchemist. I do like the red suit. There's a samurai. Treasure hunter. Benini's great. The white suit is sick. I also like the workshop. Then there's this one. I don't know. Think about it. Think about it. And if I recall, we'll pick it again or whatever next time. But yeah, all right, cool. Don't leave, because otherwise you're gonna forfeit all your XP. Real quick, let me just one last time verify. I want to verify our top fans here. We'll do top 10. Everyone below that should be just completely, utterly ashamed. We have Mike, number 1, Trya, number 2, Not Just All Talk, did not Trya, did. We got Roblo, Evil Goo at 4, James Fairchild, quiet, but constantly gaining XP. Very much appreciate that. Number 6, Simon, who we all know. Number 7, Paul, who has definitely fallen on hard times, so don't forget to donate to Paul so Paul can start streaming, so that way Paul can spend more money on the top fans and get that XP up. Cashbone, of course, who I'm pretty sure I kicked out but is still here. Number 9, K31501, that seems like a bot. That sounds like a bot account, so I think that's pretty impressive that a bot was able to get that far. And at number 10, just barely scraping in there, Michael Breeze. Now, I also want to shout out number 11, Mongi, because Mongi was an original one of the top fans, but gave up at a certain point and moved out. Everyone below that, I don't even know how I can acknowledge you or look at you. So there it is. That's how we all locked in. And I just, I'm not asking for thanks. The 35%, we're in phase 2, 35% is plenty. But yeah, Mike, no, you don't get a t-shirt. You get financial freedom for you and those you care about. So thank you very much, guys, for watching and hanging out. And hopefully it won't be too long before I feel like I could probably finish the game maybe next time. Maybe if we move this quick. And then I have to do the DLC again. So we're looking for at least 2 more streams of this. But again, enjoy your financial freedom, enjoy your jet skis, your timeshares, and all the things that you should buy when you have wealth. So that way everyone else knows that you're wealthy and it ensures future wealth. All right.